abundance and filled with so much faith. Real quick, can you do me a favor, please? If at any time any of this reading resonates with you, or you're having a good time, or you like the energy, or you're part of the fam, and you like to help this channel grow, please don't forget to hit that like button. Please hit share. Please hit subscribe. And please turn that notification bell on to all, so you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. And please keep in mind, within watching any of my readings, 2202, but 2202, but what was I gonna say? But anyway, I forgot what I said. Oh, break fart. My ADHD gets me sometimes. You feel me? I forgot. I totally just said I just brain farted. But anyway, please keep in mind, within watching any of my readings or anything that I post, that you are in understanding and agreement that I am not reliable nor responsible for anybody's actions but my own. So please only take what resonates and leave what does not resonate. For whom it resonates for. Remember, he could be she could be he, or roles could be reversed. Just don't make anything fit that doesn't fit, because you don't want to break your beautiful divine puzzle. With that being said, I pray you're all having a beautiful and blessed day. And please keep in mind, whenever you see this is when you're meant to, whether it's live right now, or weeks, months, or even years down the road. When your eyes come across this is when you're meant to see it, and it could be talking about past, present, and or future events. So keep that in mind. It's usually a mixture of the three. Hi, George. How you doing, honey? I pray you're having a beautiful and blessed day. In Jesus' name I pray. And Clyde said, meow, everybody. He's behind me. Why am I taking my watch off? That was weird. The heck? But anywho, what? Somebody could be feeling like I don't even know. But anyway, so whoever's reading is for, guys, they're somebody's going through like an awakening or something. I feel like somebody's getting their spiritual path. There's somebody that doesn't want to fight with you no more. They're really choosing their confirmation. They're choosing self-love. All right, this person wants some sort of like help or needs some sort of help, but they're like afraid to ask you, or they don't want to like they're afraid to like they're afraid to ask. They're afraid to ask, and they don't want to be like too. I don't know if this is someone that's going to like start trying to like come back in or something like that, but like they're like worried about asking you, but they need your help. They're in some sort of, they want some sort of like they want your mercy. They want you to have mercy on them. They need some sort of aid, but they're like kind of like worried about it, and it could possibly be about like, you know, healing and their healing journey. But yeah, they don't want to bombard you. That's what I was trying to say. Like, they don't want to bombard you or like overload you. You know what I mean? This person, like, so that also right there, it shows too that this person really respects you, and they respect your boundaries as well. I don't know who this is, but it's like this person could use your help, and they're like afraid to ask for it though. I feel like, you know what I mean? They're something like this. Here, let's get into it. Let's see what's happening here. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Please and thank you. Yeah. Triumph, success, victory, achievement. Somebody might be coming in begging for some sort of mercy and some sort of aid. But if they ask you, I'm also getting whoever, like, I feel like I said earlier, this person's like afraid to ask you. Okay. They're like, they don't want to bombard you. They don't want to overload you. But if they come and ask for you, they're gonna get that victory. It's gonna, they need your help. Like, in healing or something. They need some sort of aid, and like, and they know that you've already been there, you've done it, but they're afraid to ask you, and they don't want to be like pushy, or like, this person's really respecting you, whoever this is. They respect you. Okay. But you know, if they were to reach out that hand and like ask you, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get the help that they need. I'm also getting, you're about to be getting some sort of like divine connections coming in, okay, to help you with some sort of achievements and victories as well for you. Somebody's stressed out. They're worried. Somebody could be lacking sleep. Somebody's also stressed out about how much you have achieved in your life, okay? Someone realized they did something wrong. They messed up. And I guess now they need you. Maybe this person never thought they were going to need you again, and now they do. That could be why they like are worried to come forward. Imagination, variety. Yeah, you have a triumphed over through a variety of different things. Okay. Also, whatever you're creating is you're about to have major victory coming in. If you haven't already, somebody's seeing how much you have achieved and how much you have overcome. And this person's stressed out. They realize they made some sort of wrong decision. Again, I'm not sure who this is. If it's a friend, a family, a lover, or whatever. I don't think it's like a lover. It's not feeling like a lover vibe, but you know what I mean? Yeah, but they've seen how much you have. You've triumphed through a variety of different things. You've healed so much, and you know what I mean. And this person just they need your help. They need your help. That's like all I can say is they need your help, and they know that you are the person that can help them because you've been through whatever, you know what I mean, and you were able to get through it, and multiple times, most likely as well. Yeah, you're about to gain too. And like I was saying, whatever you're creating, whatever you're doing, you're getting major overflow coming in. You're about to receive a huge harvest coming in. Okay. You're now that you triumph through something here. Okay. That you did a lot of things, multiple things. You're about to receive some sort of financial blessing and gain from whatever you're working on with your victories. Okay. Whatever you got going on. It's beautiful. All right. Look at that. Triumph. You're getting the victory. You're always going to. Someone's name could be Vic, Vicky, or Victoria, or Vic, or Victor, or something. Oh, wow. Death card. Whoa, what the hell's this? Eternal love. Somebody might have passed away. Somebody might be finding out, like maybe their person, maybe whoever this is that wants help, maybe they lost somebody, maybe a lover. And they might want help, like somebody might need you, like a shoulder to cry on or something. Or this could be an ex-lover or a soulmate or whatever that, you know, you completely ended it with. Somebody's also not happy with how things ended with you. What is this? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. You're getting prayers answered though. Okay, this could be an ex-lover. It could be, or someone that you, okay, like I was saying, somebody's seeing how much you have achieved. I don't feel like it is. It doesn't feel like that. At least it doesn't feel like that, like nasty energy. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, it's normally with the ex-lovers, it's like that nasty ass energy that you know, it's very distinctive when it comes out. This doesn't feel like that. This could even just be like a friendship or a soulmate of yours. Like, you know, they come in friends, relationships, you know, family members and everything. A soulmate is, you know, in many different forms. You know what I mean? Like, but and somebody could be upset about ending and seeing that, like, you know, how much you have achieved, how much you have, like, ever since you ended it with this person. I feel like somebody passed though, or might have. This person wants a reunion. Okay, it could be an ex-lover. It doesn't have to be. It could be it's a soulmate of some sort that you ended it with. But somebody, I don't know, somebody that they love or they were in a relationship with could have possibly passed away. I'm strongly getting an energy of somebody passing. And maybe their person passed and now they want to come towards you. I don't know. They might even need help, like healing through some sort of like past relationship. But somebody definitely, they're reminiscing, and it could be an ex-lover that's healing, maybe getting on their healing journey. I'm not sure. It doesn't really feel like, I don't know. But this person wants to reunite with you, whoever this is. Somebody could be a Scorpio. Don't have to be. This could be your energy. It could be somebody else's. Don't have to be. I only say that because the death card is in traditional tarot. That Scorpio, you know, it's a Scorpio. So it doesn't have to be. Somebody's also constantly playing. I feel, and maybe it is an ex-lover. An ex-lover or a friendship or something. It's somebody, it was a soulmate. It's the only reason why, I don't know, because it's in the upright. That's why I'm not that too. But anyway, let's just get onto this. All right, somebody could be confused. All right, because it's a very big feeling of like confusion. Okay, not figuring out who this is. Somebody could, okay, that's a whole message in itself. Somebody could be right now going through, getting on their path and trying to figure out themselves. Okay, maybe they need your help because that self-love card did come out. Maybe they're learning self-love. They didn't realize what they did until they, you know, until you're gone and completely ended it with this person. Again, this doesn't have to be an ex-lover. It could be a friend. It could be anybody, right? They're reminiscing. They want some sort of reunion with you. And they're trying to figure themselves out. They could be confused with who they are, what they're here to do, and stuff like that. And they've seen you triumph through so much and get through, achieve so much compared to the last time you were around this person. And they know that you're the person that could help them. And they're reminiscing. They're also reminiscing on whenever things ended with you. Again, it could be an ex-lover, or it could be a friendship or relate. It could be any, it doesn't have to be, it's a soulmate. With it being an upright, I feel like it's somebody that's coming back. I feel like it feels more so like a friendly energy. Not, it could, I mean, that could also just be like them healed. Somebody knows you're like their soulmate. Alliance in the reverse. You don't trust this person. They realize they picked the wrong side. You feel like this person's not trustworthy. They're also reminiscing, like I said, how things ended with you, how they betrayed you, how they were untrustworthy, unloyal. They picked the wrong side, and they're realizing this. They miss their loyal dog. They want their loyal dog back. Because, like, not saying that you're a dog, but, dogs are very loyal. And they miss their friend, or their whoever you are to this person. And see how the dog is looking that way, and like the guy's hugging his back. They know your back is towards this person, and they're really feeling your absence, and they're replaying the events in their mind, and they're worried. The death card being out in the very first card. This is somebody that also, because these two cards came out together, and this death card was covering up this eternal. Somebody might have passed. I don't know. This is somebody who didn't realize and didn't show you how they truly felt. They hid their true feelings from you, because this death card was over top of this eternal love card, the soulmate card, whatever. And I didn't I thought just the death card came out at first, until I realized that the second one underneath of it. So somebody is realizing they hid their feelings for you, or they didn't realize how they felt until things ended with you. Now they're feeling that absence. And either somebody might have passed away, or might be passing away, or something like that. And they might want to come reminisce and make something right before they go. That, or they feel like they're dead to you. You know what I mean? Like, you look at them like as they're completely dead. They'll never be again. And it's because they know they were very untrustworthy, unloyal, dishonest. You know what I mean? And they chose the wrong side. They picked somebody else over you, or a side over yours. And they know it was the wrong side. August 20th could be significant. Don't have to be. They don't want to protest against you. They don't want to come up against you anymore. They didn't also, you're about to gain too. They didn't realize you're about to move forward. You're about to gain some sort of profit here. They don't want to come up against you anymore. They actually look at you in a very joyful, loving, like friendly way. They're reminiscing on all the good times, all the joy, the friendliness. This is what it feels like. I feel like it's a friend. It could even still be an ex-lover, but they're coming in more of like a friendly energy. They might even just want a friendship with you if it is an ex-lover, which I don't know. I feel like it's a friend. It feels like a friend. But these two came out together, so they can go either way. So like, okay, so this way they're reminiscing. They want this friendship. Okay, they're overindulging they're overindulging in memories, good memories, but also bad memories, and like they can't get over the fact that like they're like pretty much dead to you. You know what I mean? You ended this relationship or friendship, whatever it may be. So now they don't know. Now they know. They're reminiscing on that good times. They don't want to come up against you anymore. Okay, and they're wishing that they would have did things differently. And they're trying to figure out a way to come forward to express how they feel, but also with respecting your boundaries. So whoever this person is definitely healing, but they're like also trying to find. Oh wow, 5150. In the backward is reversed though, with something in the middle. There could have been somebody in the middle of you guys that was trying to make them go crazy, like, or make you look like you're going crazy, and or maybe they were worried about, maybe they were whatever. Okay, it doesn't really matter about that part anyway. Yeah, but you're about to have a lot of like, you're about to gain a lot of good, like, friendly people and like divine encounters and things as well. All right, a lot of happiness and joy is coming in for you. All right, somebody was trying to end your blessings. That's not going to happen. Somebody's embarrassed. They tried to bully you to death, okay, for some sort of financial gain. This person also wants to, somebody was like, they're really much embarrassed at the fact that things ended in the way that they acted. Okay, whoever this is. Somebody could have even been overindulging in drugs and alcohol. Somebody could also be changing their life around and ending some sort of addictions. Something that maybe that's going to put them into the grave, maybe made them act differently when they're under the influence of whatever this is. You could be putting that past them. You could have been healing from some sort of addictions. If you are, good job. You've got this. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. All right. But they're very much so embarrassed. They're, you know what I mean? This is somebody that tried to bully you. They're at one point, or they, you know, or maybe, and it was some sort of, for some sort of financial gain, dude. They could be in a relationship with somebody for some sort of money. Holy Spirit, divine. We have stubborn on the fence, but more so in the upright. Somebody that was, yeah, they were completely immoral. They did something immoral. They refused to do the right thing as well. They were being very stubborn. This is somebody that is stubborn, but they're starting to put their walls down a little bit. Okay. They're also reminiscing about how stubborn they were towards you. You could have told them, warned this person about this group or these people or whoever it was, and they didn't listen. They chose that side, and they realized these people were not trustworthy. They were not loyal. They were not honest at all. And they're really upset about this, okay? And they're also, because these two cards came out together, they can come either way. They're also reminiscing about how immoral they were, and also how they didn't come back sooner when they had the chance. They didn't merit make. They didn't do the right thing sooner, where when they had time to. They thought they still had time. Okay, remember, like, I almost took the watch off, and I was like, why am I even doing this? Right? So because I was like, why, that I knew that had something to do with this, but I didn't understand what at first until now. Someone's realizing, they feel like, but if you notice, I put the watch back on. So I don't know, this person feels like they threw their time away. They, you know what I mean? Someone's having a midlife crisis, or a end of life crisis, or something like that's happening, and they're constantly thinking about this. They're replaying over and over in their events, like the events in their heads, and they're trying to figure out if they want to come forward or not. And but they are still a little stubborn, because they're like, but they're that stubbornness is starting to fade a little bit. Their walls are breaking down, and again, right now, maybe they're coming off of some sort of addictions, okay, and maybe that's why the stubbornness is still up a little bit, you know what I mean, or they're thinking about it, and you know what I'm saying. But they have not made the first effort yet to do the right thing. All right, and I feel like it's because, but they don't want to come against you. They don't want to come up against you. They also might have some sort of information. Something could have been done, right? And they might be worried about, like, if they speak the truth to you, maybe you're going to sue them, or you're going to come up against them, right? With this being here, they might be afraid, because they might be afraid of some sort of actions that might be taken afterwards, but they don't need to worry about that, because it's in the reverse. I don't think you're going to come up, like, you're not going to come for this person. I feel like they did something illegal towards you for some sort of financial gain. They could be ashamed of it, right? And that, like, they want to, like, make something right, but they just don't know how to, and they're afraid of what the repercussions are going to be, if they come forward with the truth. But they don't need to worry about that. It's in the reverse. They just need to do the right thing. But they still, and they're also, again, like I was saying, they were reminiscing about, I feel like this person definitely had or has some sort of alcohol or drug addiction of some kind. And it made them be, not a person of who they truly are. It made them act out of sorts, you know, a whole nother, you know, it wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this person's either healed from this or is healing, you know, or at least thinking about getting off of whatever this is. This person, though, they do want some sort of reconciliation, and they're like determined to get this, but they just don't know how. And they're stressed. They're lacking sleep. They're freaking out. They know they messed up. They want to collaborate. They was working with somebody. Look, perseverance in the reverse. This came out during the pre-shuffle off camera too. Damn. Somebody there was a collaboration that was going on behind the scenes. Okay, so whatever someone's learning their lesson. Look, because whatever they scheduled, whatever they did in this collaboration, it backfired, and they did something really heinous towards you for some sort of financial gain. And they're ashamed. This is why they haven't come forward yet, because they want to, but they're afraid that of repercussions. They're afraid that you're going to sue them and put them in prison. But I feel like if this, they don't have to worry about it if they actually come forward and be honest themselves. But if you have to hear it through somebody else, that's going to be a completely different story. You know what I mean? If this person actually got their life together and had the balls or the ovaries to come forward and tell you the truth and like make it right, I don't think they're not going to have to worry about that. But if you have to hear from somebody else, that's going to be a totally different. You know what I mean? It's been discovered. But this person now wants to work with you, though. They do now want to collaborate with you because they've learned their lesson. And again, they want to come forward, and everything they did, look at this death and this point and these endings that they scheduled, it backfired. So this could have been something, remember, they left you, again, this could be a friend or a relationship or whatever it was, or a family member, whoever it was. It was soulmate of yours, and it's still in the upright. So this person's meant to come back, or either still in your energy or about to be coming back in, okay, for whatever reason. But whatever endings they scheduled in your life, all this harassment, bullying you and everything else, it backfired on everybody involved. So like whatever, and also whatever this person did to you, they got done dirty. So say if it is a lover of yours, and okay, it doesn't have to be, but say if it was a lover of yours and they left you for somebody else because all they cared about was money, and they left you for dirt, and like maybe you had nothing and nowhere to go and nobody, like, you know what I mean, and but they went somewhere else because that person had money and they got what they wanted, you know what I mean, they got done dirty. The same thing happened to them, full circle. But I feel like it was a lot deeper than that. Okay, again, it could be a friend or whatever. It was a lot deeper. Somebody was trying to persecute you. They were doing the most. They were causing you harm for a financial gain. They were involved in your demise. They're ashamed of it. And karma came full circle. And things didn't work out the way that they planned it to be because you're protected and you persevered. This person's learning their lesson now, though. And look, see how it's pointing. This is right here underneath this eternal love, right? This soulmate. They learned their lesson. This person is now sitting down because everything backfired. They learned their lessons. But unfortunately, it might be too late. Perseverance in the reverse. They might have spent money on some sort of death magic, or that backfired. And that's immediately when this card came out, I felt like an actual physical passing. And they're learning a lesson right at the end. It's a hard lesson that they have to learn. And I don't wish that upon nobody. This person's afraid of passing away by themselves. This is sad. I don't wish that upon nobody. This person might not have anybody now. That's sad. They didn't plan for this. Like, they didn't plan for, they're embarrassed because their plans didn't work out. Whatever it didn't work. They didn't, you know what I mean? It didn't go the way that they thought it was going to go. And they planned it to go. Especially with ending things with you and picking the other side over you. That's some sad shit. You triumph, you're always going to. Somebody's going to apologize, though. They know they're guilty. They might want to confess something. They want your forgiveness. They're crying over you. You're about to gain some sort of victory here. You're always going to. And somebody could be going to prison. But you triumph through whatever this is. And they're watching this. They're seeing this. Somebody's afraid to go into prison. This is why. They probably are. And you're about to gain a whole bunch of stuff coming in. Look, now these can come out either way. See, this, like I said, they're afraid. The reason why they haven't come forward is because they're afraid of some sort of repercussions. They're already in a mental prison. They're worried about going to actual physical prison. They're bound to whatever they did. So now, in order to turn things around, they have to collaborate with you in order to gain any kind of joy or gladness or freedom or anything like that. And they're watching you, seeing you succeed. Somebody warned this person or these people to leave you alone, not to do whatever they did. But they were being stubborn. They were told, yo, don't touch that one. Don't touch that one. Leave that one alone. Remember all the other times we've tried and they continue to succeed and to triumph. Leave that one alone. They didn't listen. Now they're bound to whatever they did. And they're going to prison. And they're in a mental prison right now for some really immoral shit that they did. For what? For the love of money. So, you're about to have a lot of joy coming in, okay? You're going to triumph. You always do. Okay? You're always going to get that victory. You're about to have a lot of happiness, joy, and abundance and prosperity coming in. And also, you're about to be collaborating with, like, divine people and connections, okay? You're calling in, like, healthy, healed relationships because how much you have healed. Whatever you're working on, you're about to have a lot of joy. So whoever this other person is, they're trying to figure out a way to come forward to try, but they're stubborn, they're worried, but their stubbornness is starting to go down. They feel like it's completely over with you, that you're never going to give them a chance again, but they want to try, but they're just trying to figure out how and which way to go about it. And again, this person, and look, the only way they're going to be able to gain anything and to get out of whatever their troubles are is if they apologize. They need to repent. They want your forgiveness, though. So now they're collaborating behind the scenes, or they're planning on doing it. This person's not happy at all. They're down on their luck, their health, but they're learning their lesson. But they're saving something up here. Oh, a trump card. There's some sort of trump card they're sitting on, okay? And it has to do with an apology and a collaboration here. So maybe testifying against somebody or something like this. They're sitting on a trump card, okay? So they're figuring something out, but they don't know how about going about and doing it, all right? And they also want to make sure that you know it's authentic, whoever this person is. I mean, it is, but it is in the same way as they get themselves out of trouble, but this person is very remorseful for what they've done in their part that they played. in order to look, and it's the way they're thinking, okay? They're learning their lesson. They're sitting down. They're figuring things out. They're reminiscing. They're trying to go over and over in their head. They have some sort of trump card that they're holding on to, and they're like, "All right, well, look." They're getting this bright idea in order to try to get over this, and get over whatever they're bound to, and also some sort of imprisonment, and to get out of, to be able to move forward. Is if they collaborate with you, and their joy may be full, but they have to apologize and confess something, and they're going to. This person's very much lonely, disappointed. They could be isolating themselves. They could be also isolating themselves with some sort of heartless, soulless person. They also want to they want to apologize for being so heartless and soulless towards you, and like isolating you, keeping you a secret, or like shunning you and shaming you. And now they want to be very like blissful towards you. They see you as a fulfillment. They're realizing you are the blessing. They realize they got rid of their blessing for a heartless, soulless person or people. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Somebody trying to end your purpose. Their plan was to end you and to get rid of you. This is what their goal was. Start get into a friendship or a relationship with you or whatever it was. Their plan, their goal was to end you, to get rid of you for a financial gain. They're also trying to block and stop your purpose. That's not going to happen. Everything backfired now. They're also trying to get you to go downhill. That was part of their plan. Just like how it's going down, was to try to get close to you, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, turn on you. And then get you to slip, to make you go downhill. And that's not working. Everything that they did is backfiring. Somebody's going downhill now. Somebody's health is declining really bad. And we've already seen that perseverance in the reverse. And unfortunately, this person's learning their lesson after it's too late. Like, meaning, like, I feel like they're not going to be here much longer. It's never too late to learn your lesson, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like an end of life crisis, not like a midlife, like end life, Somebody's dreaming of you all the time. They're constantly reminiscing, okay, of you. They're focusing on self-love, self-care. What they didn't plan for was for you to love yourself, to completely end it with them. We're like, whoa, what happened here? Like, whoa, what is this? They weren't expecting that to happen, and for you to choose yourself, okay? And they're really like dreamy eyes over you, whether it's a friend or a relationship or whatever, because the amount of self-love and self-healing you have done. This person now learned their lesson, now that they lost you and everything went downhill for them, and their health, everything's going downhill, right? So now this person's learning their lesson, and they're choosing self-love, self-care, and they know you've been through it because they've been watching you. They've been trying to stop you. They've been doing the most, right? And they need your help, and they don't know how to ask you, though. And now somebody's realizing money's not everything, but self-love, self-care, your health is everything. That's the most blessing. That's more than any amount of money. So somebody's now choosing self-love over themselves, over the financial, some sort of financial blessing. Somebody's constantly dreaming of you in a healed form. They're like thinking that they're dreaming of like being back, in a friendship or a relationship with you, but in a healed form. Whoever this is, their feelings for you is, these two can go either way because they came out together. This person might end up, might even be ending up when it's too late. Maybe after in prison. Maybe they're in prison already. And that's when they're going to sit down, maybe getting off of drugs or alcohol, when they're sober-minded, healing and seeing what they did to, like, wow, they were all fucked up in the game. You know what I mean? Not being themselves. Allowing the drugs to do them instead of them doing the drugs. They weren't doing the drugs were doing them. Or the alcohol, or whatever it is. This person also knows that what they did was wrong, and what you did was like, you know, was the right thing, okay? And you're always going to triumph because of the self-love and self-care, and like you taking your time to heal and to forgive others and to forgive yourself as well. So all they were dreaming about was, you know, satisfaction and money and finances. But you, all right, whatever you got going on, keep focusing on your goals and yourself and your self-care and everything else, and tending to it in a very loving form. And your, you know, your dreams are about to come true. Your financial blessings coming in. Just keep tending to your garden. Somebody now broke a promise, okay? Whatever their promise was, they're breaking it with that karmic alliance, whatever it was. They're not planning on this, like someone that wasn't planning on this happening either, because whoever this is, they either got locked up, or I don't know if they're already in jail or if they're about to be, or whatever this is, but they're choosing the self-love, right? So they're breaking some sort of oath, and now they want to collaborate with you. I said oath. Yeah, this is justice though. Look. Oh, look at this. Oh. All right, somebody tried to plan some bullshit on you. Okay, they were bribed to. Somebody was bribed to come up against you. Somebody was going to gain if they can get you locked up, get you hemmed up. So somebody promised they were going to plant some fucking evidence on you. Some sort of like they were going to frame you for something. Look, they were trying to do this. You're getting justice for this, or they know about something that because they're a part of this unloyal whatever it was. So now this person is they're doing this. They were bribed to do this, but now they're going to bring you justice, okay? They were bribing people to try to come and rob you, okay? And that's not going to happen. They can't. So somebody is now exposing the truth about this. Somebody's fate, unfortunately, is not good. Somebody could be working with a karmic reader to try to stop you, or there could be a karmic reader that's doing this and put the roles where they fit, okay? Whatever they're doing, whatever ritual somebody is now planning, okay? They're planning to stop, or they've already done this, to stop doing karmic ass shit and stop with these damn rituals that they're doing, this dark manipulation and stuff that they're doing. You're about to get good news, all right? Somebody that was once attacking you, spiritually and doing karmic rituals, are now doing good, like a good luck spell on you or something like this. This could be a karmic ass fucking reader. Don't have to be, or somebody, they definitely do dark manipulation. And they promise to do this because they're sick. Maybe they did a fucking death spell on you, and that's why somebody's sick and not able to persevere. So maybe they're doing like a good luck spell or something. I don't even know. God knows what the hell you did to try to balance the scales. Whoever this is doing dark manipulation. You're receiving justice, but somebody definitely was trying to plant evidence on you. They were bribed to do this. Somebody was also trying to pay off a lawyer or a judge or the cops or something to possibly even set something up to make it look like you're guilty for something, so they could rob you. They were unable to do this though, or they got caught. It could even be the judge, maybe, possibly, or like the lawyer that they paid off. Maybe they're afraid to go into prison themselves. They're disappointed, though, look. And they're disappointed the collaborations they did. They're very lonely. They're not doing good. Somebody's not doing good at all. Their health is not good at all. Somebody was gaining off you being isolated, you not doing well. And it's because they were trying to get rid of you, because they needed you isolated. They needed you so that, like, if anything happened to you, nobody would question it, or nobody would know. Because why? There was some sort of blessing that they tried to take from you. So they need to make you disappear. You ain't going nowhere. You are highly blessed, highly favored. You're about to get some sort of well-being and blessings coming in that you're gaining right now. Also, whenever, I know you've been through a lot, but whatever you have gone through, it all happened for a reason, okay? It was for you to sit down, to get closer to God. You could be in isolation right now, but you're about to be coming out, okay? You're about to be working with in collaborations. It was for you to find out who you are. It was only for you to sit down to heal from what you have gone through, to love yourself, get connected with God or get reconnected with God, to start that relationship with God. Some of you haven't even done that yet, but you will. All right. And for you to remember who you are and to get into your calling, into your purpose. And now that you are, you're about to be coming up out of isolation. You got people that's collaborating with you. Whatever they did was really fucking immoral. Okay. They did a lot, all for a financial gain. And you still triumph through all of this, and you always will. Somebody feels like you're too stubborn to die. What? Like, what? What? That's some wild shit. These people be playing too damn much. There it goes again. Apology. Somebody's confessing. They really want your forgiveness. It's over. Whoa, shit. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. That just gave me the goosebumps. It's over. Natural disaster in reverse. Perseverance in the reverse. Underneath the death card, the scheduled. What they scheduled, there's no coming back. They're not going to be able to persevere. There's whatever death they sent you, whatever they did. Also, whatever evidence there is, there's no getting themselves out of it. Somebody's literally passing away. They're clearing their conscience before they go. This came out yesterday too. And look at this. Now their whole world's turned upside down and there's no repairing this. And they're not going to be here. Whoever this is knows that they're passing. Now they learned their lesson. Now there's no coming back. And it's completely over. Somebody's not going to be here. And now that you triumphed, they're not. Somebody had a dream of them passing away. Could have been like, they could have astral projected to hell or something like that. Whoever this is terrified. Enough to scare them straight. Damn. Their goal was to completely destroy you. They didn't care how... These people are straight fucking ruthless. Let me just tell you. There was no limits to how far they were going to go. They didn't care. All they cared about was money. They took out, let me tell you, they took out life insurance policies out on you. They were planning to, in multiple different ways. For instance, like a car accident, like to rig your car so you get into an accident, had life insurance on you. Okay. Also on like car insurance, whatever. Okay. Or like say they're going to burn your house down. They already had, they had like, you know what I mean? They had everything set up where they, multiple different ways they tried to get rid of you and then where they can collect the most amount of money out of it. There's like red flags all over. You know, thank God that didn't happen. You know, thank God that you are protected. And not only that, they're very ashamed of what they did. They're terrified. They're terrified of where they're going because they know what they did. You know what I mean? And now that they know they're not going to be here, before that's all they cared about was the money. It was all for money. This person, like, they want to apologize before, they want your forgiveness before they go, but I just don't. This person's like really thick-headed. They were warned to leave you alone, and they didn't listen. This person was like sick and still attacking you. The whole fucking group that was coming up against you, they're all not doing good in one way or another. They want to apologize, but they don't have a strategy to do it. They don't know how to. because they know all the games that they did. You could have predicted something. They want to apologize, but they don't know how to because they're worried that you have some sort of reservations behind it. Like they know you don't trust them at all. So they feel like it's a waste of time because no matter what, you're going to look at them for, what they did to you and who they were when they were doing what they were doing, like literally just last night or God knows when, you know what I mean? And they want it stopped. See, and they want to look. So they're worried that you're not going to believe their apology, right? But look, that's why this is happening to somebody or some people, because they want it stopped and they want it compromised. They want it stopped trying to bind you and attack you and everything else, and trying, like, they were warned many of times. Now they're super worried. They're scared to death. They're fucking backed into a corner. They don't know what to do. They can't get themselves out. They know what's about to come. They know what they did. They know what's coming back to them. And you broke free of whatever this is because you're protected. Somebody wasn't expecting you to break free from their grips. Somebody definitely was trying to set you up to get you to go to prison, but you left them before they can plant some sort of fucking evidence on you to frame you. And now they're bound to that, whatever they said that you did. Like, I don't know if it was something to do with drugs, alcohol, or, I mean, alcohol is legal, but it could have been like a hit and run or something, or they could have tried to set you up for somebody's unalivement. Maybe they unalived somebody, was planning to set you up, but they definitely tried to set you up to make you go to prison for something you didn't do, but you ended it with this person before God showed you who they were and pulled that mask off because you were having trouble walking away from whoever this is, right? And they're like, why did they're shocked that you were able to break free of them, right? Now that you broke free, and they're like, oh, hell no, they've been doing a lot of manipulation trying to get you to come back, and they were expecting you to come back, and it wasn't working. So they were trying to get rid of you so that when they go to court, they can be like, or when their time is to, like, whatever, I don't know how that all works, but that they can be like, oh, well, they're not here no more. And they can still pin it on you because you don't have a voice no more. So they were looking at it like, well, you got to go. It's either you or them. It's either you got to go for them to have freedom. And they were warned to leave you alone multiple times, but that's the way they were looking at it. How about you fucking do your own time for your own crime, scumbag? And now they're worried because whatever it was that they tried to set you up for and frame you for, they're guilty of. They got to do their own time now. It was like they were trying to get themselves out of trouble and frame you for something that they did. And they're sick. They're not doing good. They're going to die in prison. You know what I mean? If not before then. And they're scared to death of it. Look. Backfired. And you triumph through whatever whatever it was. They're bound to their dark manipulation. They're doing binding spells. They're doing a lot. Okay, death magic, and they're not going to persevere because of everything they did. Look, there's no coming back from this. And remember the persevere card. I mean the triumph. And because what they did was completely immoral and they refused to do the right thing, they could have had many chances to make it right and they didn't. Instead, they went to attacking you and trying to get rid of you because they need to silence you. That's what they felt like. When this whole time you're fucking innocent. You didn't do anything wrong to nobody. Fate on the fence. Practitioner involved in it too. They're all done. Somebody's definitely working with a karmic reader or a practitioner, whatever. You could be a reader too. You could be a good reader. That could be why it's on the fence. Or it could be the reader that's fucking scared and maybe working with the cops. I don't know. Something like that's happened here. But they were working with a reader. And you could possibly be a reader too. They were doing They're working with somebody that's not just reader. They do manipulation. Okay, they do dark manipulation, a karmic one. You know what I mean? They're overindulgent doing it. You could be a reader too, right? And they're watching you and they're like trying to silence you because of whatever you're fucking saying is the truth and you're speaking. Like I said earlier, you could have predicted something, right? You're about to gain a lot, okay? A lot more followers and stuff like that as well. If you are a reader, you don't have to be, all right? But there is whoever this is that they were working with to do dark manipulation, they're doing it themselves as well, but they were paying for it. They were going to somebody and, you know what I mean, to do work on you. Whoever that is, that they realized that they were lied to about you, right? And now they're doing something to somebody was definitely trying to destiny swap with you. That's not fucking happening. All right. They know that they were lied to though, because everything backfired onto them. And I feel like it might even the practitioner, they're all, whoever this is, whoever's involved is getting locked the fuck up. They're done. And if they make it there, because whatever they did is backfiring onto them. So if you are a reader, right, and if you are in isolation, you don't have to be, but it was meant to happen to get you quiet, like to rip everybody away. Like they tried to have you in hermit mode, right? To isolate you, like I said earlier. Their strategy was to turn everybody against you, make you look crazy, and so that you would have nobody. So if anything were to happen to you, nobody would know. All right. And like, or they wouldn't care, or, you know what I mean? Whatever the situation is, like, because if you're not talking to anybody, nobody would know. Right. But it was meant for you. But what they meant for evil, God turned for good. Right. So they were expecting you to be all quiet and have nobody. They can do whatever they want for you, get rid of you, and then take whatever blessings, you know what I'm saying? And, but no, instead you chose self-love, what you were supposed to do, and to remember who you are. And maybe that's when you started doing readings. You could be a reader, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck's happening here? This person maybe started like popping up on social media, and they're like, whoa, 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 what's this? What's this? And they're speaking about the truth. Don't have to be, but you could be. I'm always saying, because it's on the fence. Like they meant it for bad, but God turned it around for good. And now they're like, whoa, how come this person didn't have anything? That's what it looked like, but you had God, and that's all you need. And yourself. They were paying and bribing a fucking if you are a reader, guide, any readers, be very mindful of this. If anybody comes up to you, tries bribing you to do any fucking manipulation, do not do it and expose it. You are meant to expose these scumbags. Do not take any of their deals. I don't care how much money or what false news, fake news that they show you. Don't fall for it. Don't get tricked out your spot, and do not get yourself. You don't know who's who and who's fucking protected. And either way, it's just fucking immoral. If you want to be untouchable, unbreakable, do things in the upright. Do not take any fucking bribes. But they were bribing. Even they could even maybe had a good reader go rogue over a fucking bribe. They don't realize what happens to them, because especially because you're entrusted. Like the subscribers are trusting the reader, okay, to guide them down the right path and to do the right things, and to take that fucking trust over some sort of love of money. They're done. They're done. They don't realize what they did. They blocked their purpose. Somebody's going to prison, because I feel like whoever it was, the practitioner, or if it's a karmic reader, whatever it is, or it could have even been a good reader that got tricked into some bullshit. I don't know. That's why it's always important for you always to pray and ask. I tell you this all the time. Pray, ask God to take you to guide you. You don't even need readings. Yes, I'm a reader, but my whole main goal is to guide you the right way. And the best thing is just going to God, whatever, the best for you. All right. No matter what, I'm always taken care of. So it doesn't freaking matter. Like, it's just so that you know the truth. You just need to go to God. You don't even need readings. But if you're going to be watching readings, pray that God leads you to the right readers. And once they remove any masks, remove any veils that has been put over your eyes, and once you see what you see, once you realize there's something that they're not, Pray for them to be exposed. Get rid of them. Test them if you want. Shit, do that. Test them. Hit them up and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, if I'll give you this much money if you say this or you do this, you do an attack or whatever. If you know somebody that does whatever, if they talk about doing, because some people they'll tell you that they'll do that, right? Let's see what they do, and if they say yeah, fucking block them and do a cord removal and expose that bitch. And you will be blessed for doing the right thing. Damn, look at this. What's the outcome? Thank you. They're done. You're extremely gifted spiritually. You're about to receive some sort of gift, promotion, some sort of delight. There's some sort of proof or evidence. Somebody tried to, like I said, they tried to frame you. Somebody had you under some sort of false ass investigation and it backfired. Their goal to get you under some sort of investigation backfired because with them doing that, because like I said, they were trying to frame you for something, right? Possibly for an unalivement. Somebody could have passed away. Maybe something happened, overdose or an accident or something. They tried to blame you for some shit. I don't know what it was, but they tried to blame you. But with them doing that, getting you, their goal was to get you under some sort of investigation to get rid of you, right? And to unalive you. But what happened is that fucking backfired tremendously because within doing that, the cops are seeing, whoa, what's happening here? These people are invading your privacy, stalking you, and doing everything else. And they're seeing what was going on. They're seeing that you're just minding your fucking business, focusing on yourself, isolated by yourself. Look, the cops are seeing, they're like, there's no proof of you doing any of this shit. But what I do see is these people invading your privacy, attacking you, going to doing this, that, and the other. And if you are a reader, the cops are watching your channel and seeing that you, whatever you're saying is all connecting dots or helping them, all right, without even knowing this. Somebody had cameras in your house. There's an ex-lover or a couple here that has an entity attachment. They're like a fucking demon. Somebody try to cause a lot of disturbances in your home and your finances. Cops are seeing this, look. And they were seeing how they were going to practitioners, collaborating with practitioners, okay, and doing these rituals on you, death spells and everything else, isolation spells, everything else. And somebody could have even told him, yo, like the cops are like, they felt like they're being watched or something like that. And they're like, fuck that, whatever. And you know what I mean? And there's also no evidence of you having a supernatural disturbance. But there's a lot of evidence of a couple or ex or somebody causing a lot of disturbances in your life. Trying to completely ruin you, destroy you, and everything else. All for their, and everything they're doing. And it all started with them trying to get you under some sort of false ass when they tried to frame you for something. But you walked away before they could. They thought you were going to be an easy target. Now, there's an ex-lover, definitely, or a couple. And they got entity attachments, okay? They're fucking possessed. And whatever it is taking them out and starting to take over this person. Or people. I don't know if it's a couple or an ex-lover. But I feel like there's multiple people involved in this. But there's somebody here that wants to like right some sort of wrong here. They want your forgiveness. You could have just like up and cut everybody off out of nowhere. And people are like, yo, what the fuck's happening here? And then whatever they thought, look, 666. This couple or this ex-lover they're going straight to hell. The ex-lover was definitely sent to stop to get rid of you. They were sent from hell to stop your destiny. It's not happening. To stop your purpose. It's not happening. All it did was awaken your purpose. Painfully, because it sucked having to go through what you went through, but it had to happen to get you to where you are and where you're going. There could have been supposed to be like some sort of marriage, but you ended it with this person before they could do that. That was part of their plan. Probably marry you, then get rid of you. Somebody was doing love spells on you. You broke free from. They're like, what the fuck's happening here? Look, you're about to be coming out. So yeah, you've been isolating. Somebody could be on like hospice right now. Somebody has a really bad fate, really dark fate. There was definitely cameras. I don't know if it's still now or in the past. There was cameras in your house. They were watching your every move. That also backfired onto them. The cops found that. Everything they did to you was caught. They got themselves in trouble. You didn't even have to do anything. They got themselves caught up by trying to get you, trying to frame you, and trying to record you, trying to do the most. You're about to receive some sort of gift here. Someone's promising to give you some sort of like, gift of some sort, okay, because they're sick. Maybe when they pass, we just had a reading that said that yesterday. Somebody moves on, they don't want to come up against you anymore because they curse themselves. In their ego, now they need your mercy. They only want to beg for mercy. And now they want your support and your care. They want to support you. It's the third wheel enemy. They want your friendship. A third wheel, they want your friendship now, right? Because they're trapped. They trapped themselves and you're okay, but they need your help. Damn. Crazy how that shit works, right? Wild. They're seeing they're freaking out because whatever they did, whatever ritual they did, they're watching you. Okay? They're watching you and there's no evidence of you having any issues. Whatever they sent to you, it's not affecting you. Confirmation. It's not affecting you at all. And they're shitting bricks like, oh shit, they know what they did. And somebody, I don't know, they did death magic on you for sure. Okay? Without a doubt. And they were warned many times to leave you alone. And I think I feel like it backfired either on somebody involved in this, or maybe even multiple, or their lover, or somebody that they love. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You're coming up out of isolation. If you are still in isolation, get outside. Okay. Look, that's so crazy. Like I was saying, you don't even need to go to readers or anything. And then look, stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. Look around and find some signs. The universe is speaking to you. Pay attention to music as well. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. You already know who this is. It's wild shit, man. All right, let's do the angel messages and then we'll do names. Names and things. Because it's more than just names. Names and things. Enjoy your time, I just heard. Whatever you're doing, like, be happy. Like, you're not in time out. Just so you're not being punished. You're not in time, like, enjoy your, like, lighten up a little bit. Like, have fun, okay? I don't know why I just got that. Like for somebody organized for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organize your thoughts, your reports, and your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. But yeah, like I don't know. Somebody could be like feeling like they're being punished or something because maybe like you stopped talking to everybody and like everybody did you dirty. You're not. It was like I explained, it was for you to find your calling and to separate, because God always separates and like he prunes you before he blesses you. There's a time of pruning and isolation. God always does that before your level up. And it's so that you can see who is for you, who is not for you, to remove all them, for you to heal from what you have gone through, and so he can level you up. Because some people can't go to where you're going. So God has to remove them. So I don't know. I feel like somebody could be in isolation, feeling like they're being punished, or you're not. Excuse me, you're not. It's you're being blessed, and lighten up, have fun. Like, you know what I mean. Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. Mark 4:11. Absolutely. And this is crazy because this card laid it over top of that isolation card and that self-love card. It was for you, like I said, to get to know God and to better and to know what your purpose is, what God has you here to do. And it's going to be different for everybody, you know. Words of abundance. Yeah. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful, positive words, always describing your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and for others. Amen, brother, man, sister, man. Hey. Then we got, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5:9. They're realizing you're definitely a child of God, because ain't no way you should still be here right now after all what they've been doing to you. Windfall of abundance. You're about to get some sort of, I'm telling you, you're getting some sort of financial blessing like no other. Windfall of abundance. Yeah. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving, and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. Release resentment about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract, support the golden opportunities. And ready, boom, obstacles and blockages are lifted. Okay. All your good work, all your good personal work, and your positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Absolutely. You're about to have some sort of financial blessing coming in for sure. And these people have been trying to block you like crazy, but no, look, words of abundance, windfall of abundance, release resentment about money so that your abundance can come in, and obstacles and blockages are lifted away so that your abundance can come in. Beautiful. Okay, now let's get names. Any of these names, no, names and things. Any of these names and things could be your first name, either your first, middle, or last name, or somebody involved or past or loved one's first, middle, and or last name. And then there's other cards in here too that's not names or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what are some names and things involved in this situation? Please, and then, please, and thank you. Whoa, hello. Hello. Lot coming out at once. Ophelia, somebody could be in rehab or might need to go to rehab, or like something about Suboxone treatment could be significant. I don't know if one of you wrote this, okay? I don't know if that means something different to whoever put this in the name or what, but I just know that as like a for like treatment. Like I was saying earlier, somebody might be getting like, remember I was saying in the very beginning of the reading, somebody might be like cleaning their life up and getting off of drugs and stuff, sobering up, clear minding, choosing self-love, all right, and realize what the hell they done did, and regretting what they did. You know, they're like sober-minded and vigilant, dealing with the demons they did, you know, of the past. Oh, you motherfucker. I know you fucking lying. Keep anoint your house. Yes, because they're sending a lot of dark manipulation towards you and your home front. You don't just anoint your house one time, you do it multiple times. Especially anytime you feel like you're under any attack, definitely. Or if you have somebody coming over your house that like you don't, anytime if you have a visitor over, afterwards you should always anoint your house, because you never know what that person has or what they might have brought into your home. You will be rich. You're going to be rich. If you're not already, my darling. Doug. Listen, Doug. Skeeter. Rotowski. We got Doug. God is trying to get your attention. And this could be for you, or this could be for, if you already have a strong relationship, it's probably for the person that's doing the right thing. If it's not, or it could be you. Make sure you're paying attention. Answer him. Lucky could be someone's name, and you're about to receive some sort of lucky break. Somebody feels like you're lucky. Like I said earlier, somebody feels like it's not fair. Connor. Wow, that's wild. CPS. Somebody's getting their children taken away. Missy. I hate that fucking name so much. Madeline. I do. My name's Misty, M-I-S-T-Y. And they're like, I hate when people like, I'm a bitch, that's not my fucking name. I'm T. I just hate that name. I always did since I was a kid. Keith. Kat. Davis. Postal services, something about the mail. Somebody could have got caught up stealing something. Cook. Loady. Somebody's cook that was fucking with your mail. Anoint your house. Somebody could have been doing womb magic on you. Baron could be someone's name. Calvin. Mimi. Dana. Mia. Jax. Layla. DJ. Somebody could either be a DJ, or that could be someone's initials, or someone, you know what I mean, or a name. Edith. Asher. Asher over top of the desk. Something about a fire could be significant. How's it? How's that going? I don't freaking remember. Anyway, let's get the other name back. I was just thinking old neighbors could be, right when that came off. Old neighbors. Something about old neighbors. Okay. That could be what the couple was too. Could be significant. Somebody's mad because you couldn't possibly moved with this, you know, but you moved. Now they can't watch you like they used to. Somebody was stubbornly fucking like obnoxiously and doing constantly, look at this, constantly doing rituals on you, and then like they wouldn't stop. Okay, then they're watching you and like to see if it's affecting you, and they're like they're seeing you triumph. They're, like I said, somebody was warned many times, like knock that fuck off, leave them alone, they are protected. Clearly, how many other times have they done this? And they're always persevering, and they didn't want to listen. I feel like the practitioner even told them, like, you idiot, like, no, don't do it. And maybe they did it, they looked it up themselves and tried to do it themselves just to find the fuck out that they messed up. They don't messed up. Somebody's definitely attacking you in your dream state as well. Holy Spirit. Something about a 360. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what are some names involved in this situation? Please and thank you. Oh, wildly crazy. Damn, a lot of fucking names here. Oh, because it was like an online community, right? Something about an online community. Pretty significant. Elizabeth, Liz, or Beth. And a blank space where I'll write your name. That's just wild. I see Shirley in, and I just see the prayer cards and the selenite, which is cleansing. Like, surely you will always be cleansed. And just continue to pray and trust in God. Somebody could have been like collaborating with like a landlord or something, or a property manager. I'm telling you, somebody did something here. They collaborated to put like cameras in your fucking house, and also to sicken you, to get you sick, possibly to get you kicked out, or trying to get you kicked out. Whoa, what am I tapping into right now? Okay, something here too. There's somebody broke into your house or was in your house, put something in your food. It could have been like a landlord or a property owner or something, or a neighbor. This is all caught on camera because remember, you're being recorded. Something about like cameras getting being found or something, or being handed in or something. The cops either already know or will be known, because somebody's either doing it. No, because they got you under that. Yeah, they know because they had you under that false arrest investigation. I'm seeing a bunch of other stuff now. Aquarius, Amanda, Shirley Ann, Ralph. These people be playing too damn much. Capricorn, people also call them Cap on these idiots. Sam, Sammy, or Samantha. Masculine or feminine. Peanut. Pete and Nizzle. Devin. Sade or Sadie. Somebody's sister. Kai, you could be a content creator. Keep going. You're going to be really big. Kai is a huge content creator. Jarrett, somebody could be descending. A coworker. Coworker can be past, present, or even somebody that's in the same field as you. Like I said, you could be like, you know what I mean? Whatever. Brian, Steph or Stephanie. I just got tired all of a sudden. Somebody's cousin, Crystal, Marcia, Kimmy or Kimberly, Wally, Keegan, Aries, Jean, Susanna, oh Susanna, Taurus, Luna, Dominic or Dom, Cancer, oh Lord, Monique, Joey Joseph or Jojo, Brittany, Mikey, Michael, or Archangel Michael is protecting you. Glenn, Sherry, Lacey, Jenny, Jenny or Jennifer, Rachel, Sarah, oops, Wayne, Walter, Keith, Trey, Zach or Zachary, Pam or Pamela, Hart, Quay or Taquay, oops, California, Dakota, Renee, Ruben, the Roopsters, Gibson, tired, Lee. I'm freaking tired, y'all. I just got tired out of nowhere. Virgo, Libby, Bella, George, Black, Floyd, Leighton, Libra, and a blank space, all right, your name, Annette, and Lynn. Ooh, oh, tired. Oh my god, it's like that for you. Until next time. Until next time, remember. Oh, wait, no, what are you doing? Hello. Sorry, guys. Every time I get to the names, it makes me tired for some reason. Well, most of the time. Well, at least I start to yawn, but no, I'm actually tired. It's getting late, though. Not late, but for me, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. It's freaking 11:30. I don't stay up that late no more, really. It's 11:30, 11:24. Beta of Spirit Wolf. 23, God is preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Know that. And that's why, look, it's the Wolfie Wolf. It's the same one that's on the back of the card. We haven't got this one yet. Cute. So far, that's super cool too. So far, everyone since I got this deck for Christmas, and I've used it every day. Every time I pick one, it's always a new one, which is pretty cool. We haven't got a duplicate yet so far, which is cool. And they always go with reading. 23. Come on. 22. There it is. Beta. All right, 23. Beta of Spirit Wolf. Okay. Give yourself enough rest. Okay. Give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change, from times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition, commit to your task, and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skills to intuitively handle any issue. I'm sorry, guys, I am freaking tired. Get rest. But yeah, I'm freaking tired. And that's that one. Super cool, super cute. I thought I picked it up backwards at first because it was the Woofy Wolf in there. That could be someone's name, Wolf. That could be someone's spirit animal. How about the lone wolf? Excuse me. Somebody a lone wolf. Somebody counted you out thinking that they could just get you, like, isolate you and be gone, and here you came out leading the fucking pack. They're like, wait a minute, what? What happened here? That didn't work out as planned. Nope, definitely didn't. Where did I just put this? I'm tired. I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired. I don't know where I put the I usually put it right in the box. The clear therapy. I go around it. I don't know. I'll get it when I get to stand up. It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, here. No. Okay, guys. That's all I got for you right now. Until next time. Until next time, remember, God loves you, so do I. Spread love, not hate, always. And please don't forget to give God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit the utmost love, respect, gratitude, and appreciation. Oh, excuse me. For all that they do in our lives. And please, if you did not hit that like button yet, what is you waiting for? Please hit the like button. Please hit share. Please hit subscribe. And please turn the notification bell on to all. So you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. And good night, guys. Sweet dreams. God bless. I shall see you tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Where did this come from? All right, guys. God bless. Good night, guys. Sweet dreams. Hi, George. How you doing, honey? Good night. Good night, guys. God bless everybody.